I wanted to start this video out with a story about how there's this, little pocket Bible that it's in the, student lounge where I go to school. All the kids, like, every day kind of make fun of the Bible or whatever, I don't know, they ask, like, what's this doing here? I mean, it's just memory from last semester when there was one old guy handing out like pocket Bibles in the street, and I mean when I took it like he just like handed it to me. I should have said I'm a Levian Satanist, so I don't believe in any of that crap. See, I don't need it because we're Levian Satanists. We don't believe in actual devil. We think there's no supernatural good or evil. It's all caused by humans. Humans have a choice to be good or evil, and all those seven deadly sins, greed, gluttony, lust, wrath, sloth, pride, envy, those are all caused from like negative emotional states that are left over from when we were living in tribes or more primitive society where we needed to be egocentric to survive. Like, because if someone else's way of life was different, that threatened your way of life, and you might not, I don't know, make it through the winter or something. Yeah, it's about realizing that society has really changed since back then. I mean, we were past the Industrial Revolution, and we really don't need to like have all that conflict, and just use your higher mind and don't be so animalistic. And yeah, and also when I was down at the lake near my house one time, I was like sitting on the ground meditating with my eyes closed, with my hands like in the mudra, like this. And obviously there was this I was down there alone, and this old guy, like, I don't know, retiree, it's probably in his 80s or late 70s. He came down there, he's like a bird watcher, and he said, you should worship the S-O-N and not the S-U-N. Well, I actually have found out that those are the same, all the pagan religions, they predate Christianity by a lot. So I mean, Christianity just stole a bunch of stuff, and he said, but those are the same. And he's like, those aren't the same. And I was like, I think Jesus' message was pretty much kindness towards others. I mean, I'm sure that's a good thing to live by. Just be kind to others, like the golden rules. Treat others just the way you want to be treated. And he said, no, his message was, worship me, I'm God. And, it was like, after Jesus died, the Jews stopped crucifying lambs. They can't explain that. It's like, okay, I don't really get it. So I wanted to make this a video about the illusion of separateness. Christians always seem to be so confrontational. Like, even when I was at the Pagan Pride Day in Philly, like, of course there were evangelical protesters, and I mean that's not the way to get your point across. Like, being an evangelist for things isn't always just like tell people the consequences or benefits of adopting or not adopting your point of view or whatever. And I think that really works. See, lately I've been talking to a lot of the kids at my school, and I mean, I talk about the Cipher Conclave Studies, which is this really nice, little secluded building place where they have all this free meditation and yoga and art classes and stuff. It's right next door to where we to our building where all the classes are, and I mean they don't even know about the organic garden, which is like right there in the building. You just have to walk outside, and I mean I'm really surprised at how many people have no idea. It's like, maybe if you want to get into anything like astral projection or really anything, like being aware of the world around you is definitely a good place to start. I think you should definitely at least be aware of the world around you, because don't be so egocentric. You know, that's what causes the 7 deadly sins. Always thinking about yourself and thinking you're the only thing that matters, and only being interested in what you're, only paying attention to what you're interested in. And I mean, that's, yeah, egocentric is what makes the world, like, it's originally what caused the world to be, with a primitive mindset, and it was only when we grew out of our egocentric ideology towards a more heliocentric one that we realized the whole earth, everyone on it, all the countries, all the animals, plants, everything, we're all working together. Like, an ego death is a big thing with, I don't know if any of you have heard of Ryan Cropper, but I mean, definitely check him out. He's definitely a very interesting person. He's Ryan Cropper. He's working on the very edge of like the occult, discovering things, of discovering the future, how the world's gonna change. Also, I've been telling people about. Did you know that when you the few species of plants that have evolved to be carnivorous around the world, like Venus flytraps, which, if you didn't know, are only one of many types of carnivorous plants, but they're only that way because the soil where they grow is really lacking in nutrients. So if they could get everything they need, all the phosphorus and nitrogen that they need from the soil, then they're not gonna bother digesting meat. They're not gonna bother eating bugs. Like, even if a bug lands right in its mouth, it's not gonna bother. Like, you're gonna be too much energy to digest for me. Like, I can get everything I need from soil, so it's like. And then I hear stories about people, they force feed their Venus flytraps like ham or whatever, and think, no, don't do that. That's really bad for. It's obviously gonna kill your plant. And so yeah, I just want to make that announcement about the illusion of separateness. You know, think you are everything. We're made of the same atoms. It's been proved with science. Another guy you should check out, C.W. Leadbeater. I think he's dead now, but he's written lots of good books about chakras and everything. So yeah, study all the other countries and maybe other languages. Realize it's all interconnected. I mean, language is very powerful. It's the whole way the world is created. And another thing about the old guys who were always trying to do their Christian stuff. I mean, it's always really old, white, gray-haired people. It's like, maybe it's true that the world changes from generation to generation. I mean, it definitely does with new inventions and new technology and new discoveries. And, well, it's just the human world. The humans just change ideology. Like, there's, I mean, the Flynn effect, I think the Flynn effect refers to how people, the IQs tend to go up from generation to generation. I think that's all I want to talk about. Have a good night, guys. Remember what I told you, don't be so egocentric. The illusion of separateness. Remember that.